Hi guys, welcome to my painting tutorial. So the first thing I did is do a background sketch, and as you can see I used multiple bottle caps and stuff to get my circle shapes I wanted. Then I started mixing my colors, so I have all of them listed up on the screen. But I made the colors for the sky, the planets, and the tree we're gonna do, and then I'm gonna remix later on. But I try to keep a color palette of yellow, orange, then it kind of goes into a red and a little bit of purple and blue. So first thing I did was paint in all my planets one solid color. I tried to make them all in the same kind of pink, red, and orange color family, but add a variation of colors to each one. Then I added a texture to them by doing stripes, by kind of wiggling my brush up and down as I did each stripe. And I decided that the pink planet was going to be my light source, so I made the other planets light toward where it was facing my light source and get darker as it went off the edge of my canvas. So here I decided I didn't like the pink, and I have a gold acrylic paint, so I just covered it up. And now I'm jumping into the sky. I started off with a lot of yellow and white, and I'm slowly trying to add in those peachy colors as we come away from the light source. You want your darkest corners, the corners to be the darkest part of your painting. Then, of course, lighter towards the light source, so I'm adding more white in to make it a little lighter, and I'm just kind of blending. So all my paint is still wet. I'm trying to work really quickly to make it easier to blend. And if you're having a little trouble blending, try adding a little bit of water to your brush, and it makes the paint thinner and a little bit easier to work with. So I'm adding the bottle caps back on top of the planets to give me that nice circle shape for the planets and be able to fill in the background easily around them. So the pink for the planet was showing through, so I covered it with a white paint, and I'm going to do that gold back on top, and I just fixed the background. Finishing up the sky here, adding in my darkest colors, just blending everything out. I covered up a little bit of detail in my drawing with the tree, but that's okay. We just used it as kind of a reference where to put things. So yep, just blending, use lots of water. And then I'm waiting for that white planet to dry so I can add the gold back on top. So right here, my camera died. It's useful to have a second camera battery, but all I did was add black to the background. I wanted the skyline to kind of resemble a cliff, so I just did a diagonal skyline kind of deal. So the tree, I just mixed a mid-tone, and I just kind of drew in my basic shape of the tree, and I'm adding some deeper shadows. All I did was add black to the mid-tone color. So I'm putting all the shadows on the right side of the tree because my light source is coming from the left. And then when we come in and add the highlights, they're all going to be on the left side. And then if you add just little twigs and branches with a detail brush, it's going to make your tree look a little more realistic. So here I'm just mixing more colors I'm going to do a waterfall kind of going over the horizon line / cliff kind of deal. And I also mixed colors similar to my tree for the little open section in the front, the foreground. It's going to be just like a little mountain or something where you're viewing the scene from. So I just tried to kind of go with the shape of the mountain as if it were a cliff or a rock, and I made the waterfall go over that and kind of fade up into the sky. I made the right side of the waterfall a lighter blue because it's closer to our light source, and the dark color goes on the left. I tried to leave some of the background showing through because water's not that opaque, and I just thinned out my paint and used my finger to flick all those little droplets around to make all those splashes. So again, I'm just making a mid-tone color for my foreground, then a highlight color and a shadow color, and I'm just kind of making rock shapes and adding the highlight color close to the top of the rocks, and the shadow color where that one rock is in front of the other and at the bottom corner. So thanks guys for watching. Hope you try this out. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks.